Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sport. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Remarkable judgment in the pick and roll. Halliburton reads these situations extraordinarily well.
Lillard with it, now guarded by Siakam. Here's Giannis. Good, and a nice assist from Prince.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Plays it up off the glass. Halliburton's got his second basket of the game.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Lillard attacking, and good that time.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Halliburton against Lillard. Shoots from 12. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Pass to Nembhard. Siakam outside. Here's Nesmith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Kevin Porter's checked in for the Bucks. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Trent's checked in for the Bucks. Giannis drives in, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Pacers leading by 5. Outside Mathurin. Here's Nembhard, covered by Lillard. Siakam misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Trent against Mathurin. Down low, here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolled into the basket.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mathurin, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Porter subbed in for Trent. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 7. Inside, Walker. And finished off by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Prince dishes to Lillard. Prince against Mathurin. Kicks it out to Lillard. Offline with his 3. Lillard's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. McConnell with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Mathurin. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Porter finds Prince. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
You can tell Porter Jr. is a pretty crafty guy. I mean, he knows how to manipulate the defense.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
It's Prince on the wing. Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Love the way Lillard can contort his body ever so slightly, able to protect the ball right there.
Halliburton against Porter. Pass to Turner. Nembhard with it. Pocket 6. Shoots over Lillard. A shot by Nembhard. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Prince, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Lillard. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Back to Halliburton. Lillard with the rebound. Bucks trail by 7. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Taurean Prince. And Trent subbed in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Pacers, Siakam is checked in for Toppin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Halliburton. Trent kicks to Giannis. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Bucks trail by 7. Outside, Porter. Pass to Trent. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. Back to Trent. Fires the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Indiana again missing. Kuzma outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers out in front. They're up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, right now for Indiana, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
And returning now to that first half of our featured matchup, the strong play of Tyrese Halliburton has been a major contribution.
Not every fan knows about Halliburton, but the league knows. He can shoot it, he can pass it, and he has the length to defend. So valuable to this team, Shaq.
Yeah, it feels like he's just getting started on a fabulous career. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the center position.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat-out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
4 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porter's got 5 now.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Turner with a screen on Trent. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And Indiana shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Porter against Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pacers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
First free throw is good.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Rollins comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivery when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Turner with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Siakam passes to Mathurin. Shot clock at 3. The shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pacers with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Mathurin, good.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Powers through inside, Giannis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Lillard, the pass to Trent. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Giannis dishes to Lillard. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo through contact.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Naismith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Pass to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Here's Nembhard, defended by Trent, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Lillard misses. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Naismith. Rebound, Milwaukee. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh, my.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Pass to Naismith. Now Nembhard. Halliburton outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
Keep tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game, makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Giannis. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Siakam passes to Turner, and the shot goes down. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo, and Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Halliburton against Lillard. And Halliburton slams it in.
Big-time shot by Halliburton. And his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
And here's Prince outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for two, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Halliburton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
High post Lopez. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Prince, that's for 2. And the Bucks miss again. And so they foul and intentionally.
Damian Lillard, first personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Here's Nembhard. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for